This guy copied my VSL script and closed $5,000 off cold traffic without even taking the sales call.
It happened yesterday. This guy came in through paid ads, watched my VSL, hop on this call, and he's like, I tried going through the framework and pulling up the demo. He's like, man, I don't want to see shit. Like, let's just make it happen. Like, I'm ready to go. And he just paid in full, no questions asked, like, didn't do anything. And it was he just said that he watched the VSL, so I was confused. I'm like, dude, I actually do want to show you what it is that we do here. But he's like, dude, I don't need to see the demo as long as he's like, I trust you, and it seems like you're gonna value everything that I say in terms of suggestions, and I just paid in full. So
now I want you to watch closely because there's a few agency owners that are using simple AI prompts to craft high converting VSLs to close high ticket deals even if they suck at sales. And while your next video sales letter could be the one that floods your agency with new clients, all of its potential could be wasted if you get this wrong. So what do these successful video sales letters have that most don't? The best video sales letters follow the same proven structure that eliminates objections, builds trust, and warms your prospects up to the point where your sales call is more of an onboarding call. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact system that we use to have AI write our video sales letters for us that allow us to convert cold traffic into high ticket clients on autopilot. All right, so the first thing that we need to break down is the difference between selling to broke people or like normal everyday people and selling to rich, successful business owners. Now, this is where a lot of people screw up with their video sales letters is they try and create VSLs that have been taught, or if they're beginners, maybe got them to buy something, and they use those same video sales letter structures to sell to high ticket, successful, established business owners. But we have to understand that that's fundamentally wrong because those are two completely different types of people with two completely different levels of competence and different levels of understanding of business and the problems that they have. When we're selling to a normal everyday person, whether it's a business opportunity or help you start or help you get your first couple clients, anything like that, that's typically where you're going to see a lot of the fluff, a lot of the storytelling, a lot of the fancy stuff, a lot of the new opportunity, all that kind of stuff. Now, for example, a couple days ago, I actually jumped on a sales call where somebody was pitching me, and this individual, even though that I told them, I was like, yes, my company does over $100,000 per month. Yes, these are my criteria. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. I jumped on the sales call and I went through the marketing and sales process, and it was a whole bunch of fluff and all that kind of stuff. Now, long story short, I was looking for somebody to run my YouTube ads, okay? And I was looking for some very specific thing. I was like, can you run YouTube ads? What do you do? How much does it cost? What is your offer? Like, that is all I care about. I don't need the new opportunity. I don't need anything like that. I know what my problem is. I know where I'm going to be if I solve this problem. You don't need to tell me that. You don't need to tell me that if I, figure this out, I'm going to be at $1 million a month, whatever the case may be. I already know that. I just need to know if you can deliver on this for me, okay? So what this means is that when we are targeting these more affluent, established business owners, we want to be a lot more direct and a lot more straight to the point. And we don't need to dive so deep into the, what is your life going to look like if you solve this problem? Or what's going to happen if you don't solve this problem? Because they already know that. They already know that if they want to get to wherever they want to get to, they need Google ads, they need Facebook ads, they need a referral system, they need a better sales team, they need more sales, whatever the case it is that you're offering them. Right? If you're talking with somebody, they're over $1 million per year, they are established. A lot of them are probably smarter than you, right? And they know that, okay, I talked to somebody, I went to a mastermind, I've done my research, I know that I need Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, social media content, whatever that case may be, that's going to be the thing that's going to get me to the next level. So when you have these people in your funnel, if you bore the shit out of them with your new opportunity and your fanciness and your buzzwords and all this kind of stuff, they're just going to get ignored and pissed off and leave the funnel and not talk to you anymore. What those video sales letter structure is going to look like is just telling them exactly what you do, what problem you solve, what your process looks like, what the terms are, right? And I know that sounds simple, but these affluent people, that's what they're looking for, okay? So how do we figure out what to put in the VSL? Well, there's two key strategies. One's a little bit better. Not everybody has the capability to do number one. Number two, anybody with half a brain can do, and it takes 5 minutes. So the first one is if you record your sales calls. So what you're going to do is you're going to upload all of the sales calls that you've taken of clients that have closed, and it's more specifically your ideal clients that you have closed. And then you want to upload it to some form of transcription, or you can just download the transcription, or ideally use the software like Fathom, where you don't even need to do this. You can just go in, Fathom does this for you. But if you don't use something like that, you download download all your sales calls, transcribe them. You're going to have like books and books and books and text. Okay. Then you can simply just go into ChatGPT and you want to ask ChatGPT the following questions, right? You want to say like, hey, here are the last 10 sales calls that I've taken that have closed. Okay. What were the most common questions that they had about my service? What was the most common pain point that they experienced in their business? What did they like and not like about what we had to do? What were the objections that they gave? What were any fears that they had? And what were any hesitations that they had before moving forward with us? Okay, then you're gonna hit submit or prompt or whatever. And what ChatGPT is going to do is it's going to literally spit out every question that people have, like these direct affluent business owners have before working with you, right? And then what you can do is just rank them in order of most asked to least asked, and then you just go through slide by slide and you just straight up tell them what you do, and you just get straight to the point and you tell them like, hey, here's a no BS explanation of exactly how I can solve your problem. Now, if you don't have access to those sales calls recordings, the second best option that you have is to jump into ChatGPT and follow these instructions here. Okay, so all you're gonna do, you can jump into ChatGPT, you can use Claude, you can use DeepSeek, doesn't really matter, but all you're gonna do is I run a marketing agency. Simple prompt here. I run a marketing agency and I offer cold email to B2B services. It could be content to podcasters. It could be anything, whatever it is that you do. I'm creating a video sales letter to sell my services. To create my video sales letter, I'd like to be direct and straight to the point. So can you list out the most common objections, fears, and hesitancies that people will have before working with me? Include the top 20 and rank them in order. Actually, we're going to ask questions as well. Questions, objections, fears, and hesitancies that people will have before working with me. I forgot to include that in. Anyways, let's hit return and let's just see what it has to say here. Okay, so here we go. Now it has just given us top 20 ranked concerns. Will this actually generate leads and sales for my business? How do you ensure my emails don't end up in spam? What's your strategy for getting high quality leads, not just random contacts? How do you personalize emails at scale without sounding robotic? What kind of results have you gotten for businesses like mine? How long will it take to see results? What's the guarantee if I don't get leads? All of these are the most common questions that you ask, right? So then all you have to do is you just look through this list. Let's say there's 20 of them, right? If you have some experience on sales calls and talking to your customers and clients in your niche, you're going to know right away that some of these stick out to me more than others. Oh yeah, I've definitely been asked that question before. Oh no, I've taken 35 sales calls and nobody's ever asked me that. If you've taken 35 sales calls and nobody's asked you, how do you ensure compliance with email regulations like GDPR can spam, like then you don't necessarily need to include it. Now, all you're going to do is in the video sales letter, you're just going to say like, hey, I can get you a result. Now, I know you have a lot of questions, hesitancies, fears, concerns about this. Okay. So here are all the questions I'm going to answer for you. Then you just list out all the questions that you're going to answer for them. And then you just go through and answer each one. Okay. Now, in addition to the example that I showed you earlier with my client, I'm now going to show you my exact video sales letter that I follow this exact process in. And now we're spending $40,000 to $50,000 per month on cold Facebook ad traffic that's allowing us to predictably turn cold traffic into clients just by this simple, short and sweet video sales letter. Okay, so here it is, right? It's just like we have a video version of it and a slide version of it, right? But listen, a complete, no bullshit, simple explanation of how we'll add a minimum of 100K new clients, or we're contractually obligated to refund you and pay for the expenses of your agency. Case studies, what we do, contract terms, and more. So right off the bat, these were the most common questions that we got when I did this research myself. Why should I trust you? What kind of results have you gotten for others? What do you actually do different? What is the average results? ROI? How long does it take? How long do I know this is actually going to, or how do I know this will work? What if it doesn't? If you're so good, why do people fail? Can I just figure this out myself? What's the quality of the prospects? What if they don't convert? What happens after? What happens if I book a call? How does the pricing strategy? How much time does it take? Strategies, guarantees, refund, monitor. Do you monitor the work? How do you customize it? What's your credibility? Okay. Set the stage. Now I just go through and literally answer each one. Why should I trust you? Here's why you should trust me. What kind of results have you gotten for others? Here they are. Okay. Here's case study, case study, case study, case study, more case study, case study, case study. Okay. You can also see 200 more plus results, proof, case studies below. You can visit our website to see the in-depth case studies. You can check out my Instagram where I post daily wins. Like these are the results that I've gotten for others. The first thing that we do is we cut an offer that sells for high ticket price point skills on cold traffic. Then we done for you install this, right? Then we done for you install this. Then we done for you place closers and setters. Then we'd run marketing campaigns for your clients on your behalf to get you a lot of case studies. And then lastly, we give you daily one-on-one attention through consulting and sales from marketing and sales experts, right? What makes you different? Here's like all the other competitors all the other options that you have in the market. Here's why we're different. Okay. What is the average or expected results? There they are. What is the ROI? Here it is. How long does it take to see results? Here's the average of what it takes to see results. How do I know this will actually work? What if it doesn't? This is why. If you're so good, then why do some people fail? Can I just figure this out myself? Yeah, you can, but here's what it's going to cost you. What is the quality of prospects and what if they don't convert? What happens after we're done, right? What happens if I book a call? What do you talk about? Here's a sales call. You can watch sales call. This is just a sales call that we take with somebody else. Okay. What is the pricing compared to competitors? Okay. How much time will this take? Are your strategies up to date? What guarantees do you offer? What's your contract policy and refund terms? How will I monitor your work? Do you customize this for me? What is your credibility? What is the next step? Okay. Now, if you're an established business owner and you have a specific problem that you need to solve, I guarantee you that you would so much rather go through that quick and short slideshow than listening to some random person that you have no clue who they are ramble on some VSL for 30 minutes long. Okay, guys, so that is the exact video sales letter structure that my client copied and then closed a $5,000 deal without even taking the sales call. I've given you everything that you need to just copy and paste, follow the steps in this video, and my hope is that you actually use and implement this. So if you have any questions about this, just leave a comment below and I'll personally respond. Otherwise, I wish you the absolute best with your business and I'll see you in the next video.